beat. As I said, we've improved a lot as the season's gone on, and I have every confidence in our players that we can take them very close.
The game's altered a little bit, but hopefully we can pull it off. They did, and we've got to try and emulate them. So Friday night is a big night, and that's what we're aiming for.
I think we can pull it off. We know it's going to be hard, we know that, but we can do it today.
It's a big occasion, and we'll be there. I'm sure our lads will give 100%.
They are well led by Martin Wood, and they've got some good players like Chancellor and Gordon on. We're expecting a big game tonight.
It's a little kick over the top. And Sharlston having trouble dealing with that, so tries it too. Sharlston. What a start this for Sharlston Rovers. So it's Martin Wood again, stepping. Martin Wood trying to straighten up. Martin Wood, beautiful ball away to Stan Smith. Stan Smith scores for try for Sharlston. Oh, that was beautiful play by Martin Wood. So this is Martin Wood putting that big high kick up. This could bounce anywhere. Oh, it's going to be a try, is it? Oh, it's a try for Sharlston. And I think it's Danny Grimshaw. Sharlston with this ball again, but there's still a chance here. Cromer Dunley going for that line. It's going to be a try for Sharlston. Oh, what a magnificent try that is. Little kick through by Martin Wood, and it's ricocheted. Oh, it's a try for Sharlston. Oh, that kick by Martin Wood took a nasty ricochet for Dewsbury. That's it then. Sharlston have done it. What a performance by this Sharlston Rovers outfit.
I'm just proud to be part of a second Sharlston team that's won, against another professional side.
We've put Sharlston on the map. We've had over 2,000 people come to watch us tonight, and I'm sure that 1,800 of those must have been behind Sharlston.
It's nice we get a club from Wakefield like ourselves with proud history Sharlston's got. It's great that they're back beating professional sides.
They just showed the mettle today. They were fantastic. Can't say any other thing but brilliant.
They did everything right. They kept the ball when they needed to. They tackled when they needed to, and they put the points on the board when they had the opportunity. And I don't think anybody could ask any more of them. I thought they were really good.
It was absolutely fantastic tonight, and the game is so great, and Sharlston's so great, and I think we're in for big things now.
We're hoping that I haven't had many people saying they're not coming, so let's hope we've got the fuller complement tonight. You know, maybe a few.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Boundary Park, Oldham, for this, the Power Gen 4th round Rugby League Challenge Cup tie between the Oldham Roughheads and Sharlston Rovers. The game being played this evening at the second attempt. The weather finally relenting to allow this match to be played. It was touch and go. The pitch was frozen for most of this week, but today the rain came and thawed out this pitch sufficiently well for the game to be played. First of all, I'll give you the teams and we'll turn to the Oldham side first. And at number 1 for Oldham is Gavin Dodd. Number 2 is Will Cowell. Number 3, James Bunyan. Number 4 is John Goddard. Number 5, Nick Johnson. The half-backs at 6 is Simon Svabic, and at 7, Ian Watson. And the forwards, it's Steve Malloy at number 8. Number 9 is Keith Brennan. Number 10, Dane Morgan. Number 11, Lee Doran. At 12 and 13 are the Marsh brothers, Ian and Lee. And on the bench, 14 is Gareth Barber, 15 Neil Roden, 16 Mark McLaughlin, and 17 Paul Southern. And the Sharlston Rovers side, at number 1 is Sean Taylor, number 2 Lee Lingard, at number 3 is Gareth Davis, number 4 Keith Brook, and at number 5 is Andy Martin. At half-backs, Martin Wood at 6 and Danny Grimshaw at 7. In the forwards, it's number 8 Carl Sayer, 9 Lee Bettinson, 10 Andy Booth, 11 Chance Leake, 12 James Ward, and at 13 Stan Smith. And on the bench tonight for the Rovers, 14 is Gordon Long, 15 Jamie Cox, 16 Dale Potter, and 17 Lee Kelly. And we're in for a fascinating cup tie. The Sharlston Rovers, of course, having disposed of professional outfit Dewsbury Rams in the last round, the third round, on that home of Featherstone Rovers, the scene of many a giant killing act in the Challenge Cup, and Sharlston didn't let anybody down on that night. They did what Featherstone Rovers have done many, many times before them, and they got rid of the professionals from Dewsbury with a fantastic 30 points to 28 victory. So the scene's all set for yet another enthralling cup tie. A bit more difficult tonight. This Oldham side, a division above
the Dewsbury Rams, and of course playing on their home ground. So here we go, there's the big kick-off, and it's Oldham who kick off. Well, going out there onto the far side, it looks like number 2 there, number 5 I should say, Andy Martin. Martin Wood with the ball, moves the ball out. Number 10 there, it's Andy Booth, takes the ball forward. Martin Wood looking to kick the ball downfield onto the far side of the field there. It's very greasy over there. Over that side, the ice hasn't relented too much and the water stood on top, so there'll be lots of kicks going over to that side, I would imagine, this evening. So now it's Oldham with their first touch of the ball. Bring it over to the near stand side, up to the halfway line, but that's good tackling by the Rovers. Big Steve Malloy, international forward of years gone by. Steve Malloy, been around the circuit, still a very, very good player and the player coach to this Oldham side. There's a little chip through from Ian Watson. And number 2, Lee Lingard, recovers the ball, clears his own line, and that's a good little run from Lee Lingard. So now Sharlston need to get away from the try line area. Martin Wood takes the ball himself, but he's well dealt with by 3 Oldham defenders. Here's Danny Grimshaw, turns the ball back inside. That's a good ball inside, looks like Chancellor, and that ball ripped out, I think, but the referee says play on, the ball was lost. Well, it looked to me as though that ball was reaped away from the player. Big ginger out forward there for Oldham Ruffians. It's looks like and it looks like a high tackle. Number 8, Carl Sayer, adjudged to have just gone a little bit high there, and Oldham electing to go for the 2 points, which perhaps illustrates the respect that this Oldham side has for Sharlston Rovers. So it looks like being number 6, Simon Spavik, for the Oldham Ruffians to try to put the first points of the evening on the board. It's directly in front, round about 25 yards away from the target. An accomplished goal kicker, Simon Spavik. So here we go, kicks the ball, and the flags are up, so that's the first points of the evening to the Oldham Ruffians. And so it's Oldham leading Sharlston Rovers by 2 points to 0. So Martin Wood to restart this game. That's a good deep kick. That looks like Ian Marsh takes the first drive in of this set of 6. Here's Steve Malloy, but the ball doesn't go to him, and that's good tackling by Danny Grimshaw. Harrison, the Oldham team there, that was excellent work by Danny Grimshaw, and that's good tackling again by the Rovers. Here's Steve Malloy, his first touch of the ball this evening. The ball going back for the kick. And that looks like being a gut kick actually, or is it going dead? I think it's gone the wrong side of the flag, so that'll be a tap on the 25. Sharlston restart play, looks like Stan Smith. And Oldham caught offside. The penalties even at 1 apiece. Chance for Martin Wood to take Rovers into the Oldham half, which he does. That's a good kick to touch. So Lee Bettinson takes the first tap. That's good running there from Sharlston. Number 8, Carl Sayer it was. Danny Grimshaw gets the ball out wide to Martin Wood. Chance here for Rovers, it's chance leak, but that's good tackling by Oldham. Good play by Rovers. Martin Wood. Lee Bettinson acting half-back. It's the ball to Martin Wood. Danny Grimshaw gives a good ball there to... Oh, and that ball pulled out, I think. The referee saying a knock-on. I think it's the first knock-on. It looks like Sharlston have knocked on. It'll be head and feet to Oldham. So the ball out to Oldham. It's with Fabic. Oh, that's good strong running by the fullback there, Gavin Dodd. Now the referee seeing something, not quite sure what that was unless it was offside. Holding down at the play of the ball. So Oldham now just inside the Sharlston half. Here's a big Steve Malloy, but that's good tackling. The tackler's swarming around Steve Malloy there. That was good defence. Here's the other prop forward, Dane Morgan. But again, good tackling by Sharlston. Ball with Watson. Watson tries the little chip over the top, but oh, and that's good defending there by loose forward Stan Smith. They read the situation really well there. So now here's Gareth Davis trying to make headway upfield. Sharlston needing to clear the line. Oh, good tackling by Oldham. Not making much ground at the moment, Sharlston. Moving up very quickly, the Oldham side. Oh, and that's a bad mistake from Carl Sayer. Losing the ball within 5 yards of the try line. Chance now for Oldham. Sharlston really do need to tackle very, very well here now. So it's Fabic. It's a good short ball there, but read well by the Sharlston defenders. Brennan acting half-back, brings it to the short side. It's Fabic again, gets the ball out to the wingman, but he's in touch. That's good tackling there by Lee Lingard. On his opposite number there, Nick Johnson just bundles him into touch. Again, the situation read very well by Sharlston. That's good defence. So it'll be a scrum just 10 yards away from the Sharlston line. Sharlston to feed. Ball's in, Danny Grimshaw puts it in. It's the ball away. So here's Grimshaw, gets the ball away there, but that's good tackling by Oldham. Here's Andy Bove. Ball now with Martin Wood, he brings it over to the near stand side, but he's well tackled as Martin Wood loses the ball, and Oldham retrieve that ball. The referee says play on. And the referee once again penalising Sharlston for laying on at the tackle. Will Oldham go for a further 2 points? It looks as though they are. Well, the Sharlston side incurring the wrath of the referee just at this moment in time. And so Simons Fabic with a second attempt at goal. Once again it's straight in front. This time a little bit further out, probably about 35 metres. There he goes. And once again the flags go up. And Sharlston giving a couple of penalties away, putting themselves 4 points in arrears. 11 minutes gone in this Power Jam 4th round cup tie, and Sharlston Rovers finding themselves 4 points to 0 down. Martin Wood once again kicks off. Here's Ian Marsh for the Roughheads. Steve Malloy, big Steve Malloy, but that's good tackling by Sharlston. That looks like Lee Doran. That's a good strong run by Lee Doran. He's a danger man without a doubt. Steve Malloy gets the ball out wide to number 12, and that's Ian Marsh of the Marsh brothers. Here's Watson, puts the kick through, trying to pin Sharlston back, but once again Stan Smith, he's there to collect. And he's met by 3 Oldham defenders who take him back a couple of yards. Lee Lingard now takes the ball from acting halfback, tries to go it alone, doesn't make much progress. Here's Gareth Davis, the back's coming in and just giving the forwards a rest. And the referee's seen something there. Could this be the first or the second penalty, I should say, to Sharlston Rovers? I think it is. Referee keen on this laying on at the tackle. This time it's Oldham who are on the receiving end of the penalty. That's a good kick to touch. That's a good run there by Andy Booth. And the ball being switched, no, fooled everybody, it is now. That's good play. Stan Smith almost through, ducks under one tackle. Enterprising football by Sharlston there. And that's Gordy Long on the field. He's replaced Sean Taylor, who's had to leave the field with what looks like to be a shoulder injury. And once again the referee gives a penalty, and it looked as though Sharlston were on the way there, but the referee just thwarting that run there by Jimmy Ward, and gives Sharlston a penalty instead. So it's chance, and a good chance now for Rovers to pull 2 points back. Well, there's been a lot of excitement in the village of Sharlston over the past couple of weeks since Jules Brewer were disposed of. It's the first time that Sharlston have beaten a professional side since 1946 in the Challenge Cup, and what a tremendous occasion it's been. And here goes Lee Lingard, and that's a good straight and true, and Rovers put the first points on the board. It's 4 points to 2 to the Oldham Roughheads. And those points come in for Sharlston after 15 minutes of this match. So Oldham restart the game. That's a good deep kick. It's well stopped there. It's Gordy along, and the ball's being lost. Has that ball been reached out? And the referee once again says play on. Oh, there's chance here for Oldham. Can Sharlston stop him? Just tackle him on the line there. That's desperate defence by Sharlston, and that's a bad mistake by Sharlston, losing that ball. Danger here now. Svavic looks to turn the ball to the outside, gets it back inside, but I think there's been a knock on there. What's the referee giving here? He's giving the knock on, yeah. So that'll be head and feet to Sharlston. That good defence from Sharlston. Anticipated that ball going to Lee Doran, and the tackle was effected so well that he lost that ball in the tackle. Sharlston breathe a sigh of relief. Twice they've lost the ball on their own line. They need to take a little bit more care. Probably nerves playing a part in this at the moment. Here's Danny Grimshaw. Danny Grimshaw looks for a way through, but there isn't one. He's well tackled by a couple of defenders. Sharlston now making the hard yards. The forwards doing the work. Here's Martin Wood. Martin Wood spraying the ball out wide. It's to Gordy Long, back inside to Gareth. Is it Gareth Davis? I think it is. That's a good run by Gareth Davis across the field, though, more than forward. Lee Bettinson at acting halfback brings the ball back to Martin Wood. Martin Wood back inside to Stan Smith. Defence is on top at the moment. That's a A kick by Lee Bettinson, and a gut kick as well. Bounced them just about a foot inside the touchline. And so Sharlston come away from their own try line down to the Oldham 20-metre mark, which in 6 tackles is good by anybody's standards. So now it's Oldham's turn to try and come away from their line. The ball's in by Ian Watson, out to Svabik. Svabik looks to go it alone, but that's good defence from Sharlston once again. And the Sharlston tacklers swarming all over this Oldham side. There's not much progress being made by Oldham at the moment. Here's Steve Malloy. Steve Malloy back inside to his fellow prop forward there, Dane Morgan. Oh, that's a good short ball, but good tackling by Sharlston. Read that situation really well. And now it's with Watson. The Watson's looking to put the kick in. And that's straight down the throat of Lee Lingard. Lee Lingard currently playing academy football with Castleford Tigers. Here's Gareth Davis. Gareth Davis takes it from the acting half-back position. Carl Sayer takes it forward, but no way through. Lee Bettinson once again to Martin Wood. Martin Wood back inside to Gordy Long. Oh, that's a good ball away by Gordy Long. Here's Lee Bettinson. Bettinson trying to burst through, but and there's a little bit of trouble here. Don't know what's gone on there, but the referee now finally stopping play. Something went on, but he's not giving it for that. He's given the Oldham side as encroaching within the 10. So chance here for Sharlston to either have a go at getting level, but I think Martin Wood's going to opt to go for touch, which he does. And a real chance for Sharlston. Brought a lot of support here tonight. 6 bus loads have travelled along with these lads from Sharlston. It's Carl Sayer. That ball's gone backwards, that's okay. Sharlston retrieved the ball. I think that ball was actually knocked out. Lee Bettinson, live wire hooker Lee Bettinson. Danny Grimshaw acting half-back, gets the ball over to Martin Wood. Martin Wood looks to turn it back inside to number 12, Jimmy Ward. It's good tackling by Oldham, but Oldham's been stretched now. Here's Martin Wood again. Martin Wood puts a little chip through, and that's a nice little kick, and there's a chance here, and I think that might be a try. The referee said that that ball was knocked forward by a Sharlston player, and I think he might be right. I think Danny Grimshaw perhaps just got his fingertips to it, knocked that ball forward. Gareth Davis pounced on it, but it wasn't to be. But that's good play by Sharlston, putting this Oldham side under all sorts of pressure. Just starting to feel the feet, I think, Sharlston now. Oldham trying to bring the ball away. That's good tackling once again. Ball coming from acting half-back, and that's a good break. But once again, good tackling, and Oldham now taking it to the far side. It looks like the number 3 for Oldham there, James Bunyan from Huddersfield player. Here's Steve Malloy. Good tackling by Rovers. And the crowd are going berserk here. They're really getting behind this Sharlston side. So it's Stan Smith. Stan Smith there in the full-back position. He's replaced Sean Taylor, who's had to leave the field injured. Steve Malloy being replaced. It's Carl Sayer. Number 12 there, Jimmy Ward. Sharlston making ground slowly but surely. Coming upfield. Danny Grimshaw turns the ball back inside to Gareth Davis. The ball goes to Martin Wood for the kick now, I'm sure, downfield. And that's a nice kick as well. Back to the full back there, Gavin Dodd. He's a good player, Gavin Dodd. I've seen him in action once or twice. Very competent fullback. And the Sharlston fans really getting behind this, the local heroes. Every tackle they make, the cheer goes up. And then once again, look at him. All over this Oldham side. That's number 13, Lee Marsh. Being brought down is Fabic, turns the ball back inside, but once again there's no way through. So it looks like the kick's going up this time. Kick over the top by Ian Watson, and that's taken once again by Stan Smith. What a game he's playing tonight. Stan Smith is all over the place when these kicks come through. Sandy Martin. Martin Wood trying to burst the defence. Lee Bettinson gives it to Danny Grimshaw. Danny Grimshaw brings it out wide to Gordy Long. There's James Ward. And it's the last tackle. Kick coming downfield, Lee Bettison. And that's a good kick as well. Ooh, and I'm sure he's had a foot in touch there, the fullback. Very, very close thing that. So Oldham once again being pinned back. No acting half back there. Ooh, and all sorts of panic in the Oldham ranks there. Lack of organisation. Ooh, and surely. So Oldham now up to the halfway line. Turns the ball back inside, but that'll be a knock on. And this Oldham side looking as though they're panicking a little bit. I think they've met a little bit more resistance than they expected. Well, if they have, it's at their peril. Martin Wood just really receiving a little bit of attention from Physio Ian Morvley. So it'll be Danny Grimshaw to put the ball in just short of the halfway line. It's with Martin Wood. Martin Wood takes the defence on. Stan Smith was in support, but Martin just couldn't get that ball away. Here's Jimmy Ward. Carl Sayer. Good strong run by Carl Sayer. Martin Wood now turns the shimmies, looks as though he's turning the ball back inside. He decided to dump it, didn't quite come off, but it could well have done. And it's another penalty here to Sharlston. Laying on at the tackle once again, the Oldham side. And he's as keen as mustard on this is the referee. A real chance now for Sharlston to pull level. And a couple of substitutions for Sharlston. Jamie Cox and Dale Potter have come on for Carl Sayer and Andy Bull. But here's Lee Lingard looking to bring Sharlston level. And the flags are up, and that's a good kick by Lee Lingard. And so it's all square here at Boundary Park, Oldham. It's Oldham Roughheads 4 and Sharlston Rovers 4. Well, there's 13 minutes of this half left, and it's all square. And I wouldn't have thought Oldham would have expected that. James Ward, that's a good run by Jimmy Ward. Wingman Andy Martin taking the ball away from acting half-back. Martin Wood turns the ball back inside there to, I think that's number 16, Dale Potter. Martin Wood. Yeah, that's good running by number 17. That's a ball going straight up in the air. Oldham retrieve it. It's number 4, John Goddard, and the referee seeing something he's not too fond of there. It's like number 17, Lee Kelly. Now Oldham within striking distance. It's Ian Marsh. Number 16, Mark McLaughlin. Ball going across the Oldham line. Oh, now Sharlston stretching the chance here, but that ball's being lost, and that'll be a knock on. And once again, Sharlston moving up quickly and forcing the error. Well, I can't believe that the referee there has given that head and feet to Oldham. That ball clearly being lost in the tackle. Oh, and I think he's changed his mind. Yeah, and rightly so. Got a little bit mixed up, the referee there, but at least he's had the courage to change his decision to how it should be. And that ball out to Sharlston now. It's Stan Smith. Here's Gordy Long. Lee Bettison. Martin Wood turns the ball back inside. Looks like James Ward, I should say. Martin Wood once again with a kick, little chip over the top. And that's a good kick as well. Martin Wood retrieves it, gets the ball back. Oh, and it's all on his chance here for Rovers. And that's a kick through. And the pressure on here now. Will that ball roll dead? Just rolls dead. Oh, and that was a good play by Sharlston. And Oldham under all sorts of pressure here on their home ground. And the referee having a word with the Sharlston player. It's like James Ward being dispatched to the sin bin. Don't quite know what that's for, but unless he's set something that the referee didn't like. So the penalty goes to Oldham. Oldham kicking the ball to the far side, main stand side, which looks pretty full this evening. A good crowd here at Boundary Park, and Sharlston supporters contributing enormously to that crowd. As I said earlier, they've brought half a dozen buses, and there'd have been even more if that game had taken place on Sunday. But here we are, and Sharlston performing extremely well. And the referee, what's he seen there? It's like being a penalty to Sharlston, I think. Not playing the ball properly, and it is. Well, that's a bad mistake by Oldham. Right. Sure, Sharlston will not be complaining. Martin Wood kicks the ball to touch. 8.5 minutes left in this first half. Chance for Sharlston now to set something up. Here's Martin Wood. Lee Bettison takes the ball on his own from acting half back. Gordy Long takes the acting half-back position. Gives the ball to Martin Wood. Martin Wood going along. Martin Wood and almost bursts through and he's looking for support. Ooh, and that ball going to the Oldham player there. It's like number 17, Paul Southern. I think he must have called for that. Martin passed that ball straight into his hands. Number 12, Ian Marsh, and the referee once again penalising for laying on at the tackle. really keen with this rule. I think the referees have had instructions from the Rugby League to tighten up on this. That's a good run by number 12 there, Ian Marsh, and once again the referee not liking what he's seeing, and that looks like chance leak, I think. Bit over physical in the tackle, maybe a little bit late. And a swinging arm underneath there, the referee says. So Oldham now into the Sharlston half, looking to put a try on the board. Ooh, that's good strong running by Lee Doran. Gets the ball away well. Number 17, Paul Southern. Big strong lad, was at Rochdale last year, Paul Southern. Chance here for Oldham. Ooh, he's got it alone and gets that ball inside. Oh, and that's hard lines. But I think, I'm sure Danny Grimshaw knocked that ball back. Well, that ball seemed to go backwards. And once again, another chance for Oldham here, but I'm sure Danny Grimshaw knocked that ball purposely backwards. So now Charlton having to defend another set of 6. Here's Fabic, gets a wide ball out there to Ian Marsh, number 12, and that's Gavin Dodd at the fullback. Oldham ducking, trying to go under the tackles. Oldham trying to stretch Charlton by going out wide. Here's Ian Watson, that's a good ball out, and that's the first try of the game. And it had to come. Back-to-back sets of 6, and it takes some defending for any team, and Oldham there going over for the first try of the evening with just over 5 minutes left on the clock in this first half. And Ian Marsh is confirmed as the try scorer for the Rougheads. So that takes the score up to 8 points to 4 in favour of the Rougheads with the kick to come. So here's Simon Fabic with the conversion attempt. It's a difficult one, far out on the touchline side. There he goes. That looks like a flapper. And the flags are down, and so the score remains Oldham 8, Sharlston 4 with 4.5 minutes to go. Well, what I've seen so far, there's no reason at all why Sharlston can't win this match. Perhaps a little bit of their own worst enemy at the moment, just giving penalties away unnecessarily and giving Oldham field position. Don't cut that out, there's every chance of another upset here. So here's Oldham. It's the wingman Nick Johnson. Once again, referee seeing something he's not happy with. Looks like interference at the tackle again, and Sharlston really do need to cut this out. They've been penalised 3 or 4 times in this game already for laying on at the tackle. It is really something that's costing them. So Oldham up to halfway with that penalty kick. So once again Sharlston find themselves defending. Need to hold out until half time. The 17, Paul Southern. Watson, a good player, Watson. Oh, that's a good ball back inside. Oh, and the chance here for Oldham. Sharlston really do need to defend now. Don't want to let another try in before half time. Ball coming out to Watson. Watson to Fabic, his half-back partner, turns the ball back inside, but that's good defence by Sharlston. 5 metres away now, Oldham. Fabic looking to go it alone, he's going to dummy. But Redwell gets the ball back inside to Goddard. That's a forward pass. And the referee right on the ball. with a little help from the touch judge, gives the forward pass, and Sharlston breathe a sigh of relief. Just a couple of minutes to go in this half, and they really do need to hold out. So the ball's out with Lee Lingard. Lee Lingard takes the first run forward, and Oldham dragging him back. Stan Smith at acting half back, brings it away himself. Good strong run in there. And Sharlston making good progress. Martin Wood brings the ball up to within 8 yards of the halfway line. Gordy Long, puts to the near side touchline side. That, however, goes to fullback Gavin Dodd. Gavin Dodd can't beat the clutches of Gareth Davis. Here's Lee Doran, but that's good tackling on the halfway line. Paul Southern gets the ball away to Svabic. Ian Watson. Oh, that's a good strong run, but good tackling there by number 4 for Sharlston, Keith Brook. Oh, that's that ball lost, and Sharlston now with a chance. And Sharlston Harrison, and this time the indiscretion by Oldham. Once again, it's laying on at the tackle. Is he going to talk to the Oldham captain like he talked to Martin Wood? I don't think he is. Well, on the clock it's time in this first half. Sharlston, they might just have time for 6 tackles if there's been a bit of stoppage time. Martin Wood puts the ball up in the air. It's the chase. And Sharlston, it's a good chase, but Gavin Dodd, safe pair of hands. Back kick coming early in the tackle count, trying to catch Oldham unawares. And there goes the hooter for half time. And what a good first half it's been. Sharlston competing extremely well and not looking out of place in this game at all. And I don't think there's any way whatsoever that Sharlston cannot win this game. They've played extremely well. They've given perhaps 1 or 2 penalties away too many, given Oldham unnecessary field position. But overall, man for man, Sharlston has been every bit as good as the Oldham side. And at half time, it's Oldham who go in with a slender lead, 8 points to 4. And looking at those flags, looks as though Sharlston will have the wind in their favour, and I'm sure Martin Wood and Gordy Long will make the most of that in this second half. And so it's Sharlston to resume proceedings in this 4th round of the Power Gen Challenge Cup. And here we go, 40 minutes away. Who's going to go through? We'll see. So the ball kicked deep down to the Oldham 10 metre line. Good tackle once again from Sharlston. Tackled well all evening of the lads. Here's Fabic. Once again, good tackling there. Looks like Gordy Long, I think. Brought him down there. This time getting off the tackle quickly. For Oldham, Ian Watson puts the kick through. But that's well taken. Well, it was almost well taken by Gareth Davis, but the ball went behind him. The referee says play on. Good running forward there from Sharlston. Here's Lee Bettinson, a good scoop from acting half-back. That's good ground being made by Lee Bettinson. Danny Grimshaw acting half-back to Martin Wood. Martin Wood takes it over to the other side, and that's Gordy Long. Can't quite see who got that ball from Gordy Long. Bettinson once again takes up the short side, and that's a nice little kick through. Gavin Dodd awaits that ball, that bouncing ball, and once again the chase extremely good. Gareth Davis and Lee Lingard. Here's Watson. Paul Southern, big lad Paul Southern, but brought to the ground with consummate ease. Here's Watson, and that's a good ball there, and chance here for Oldham, got support there, and it looks like it could be another try for Oldham, and it is. It's number 13 there, Lee Marsh scores Oldham's second try of the evening, and that's not the start that Sharlston wanted. Following a good break by scrum half Ian Watson, found Ian Marsh, or is it Lee Marsh? It is, I beg your pardon, Lee Marsh it was who scored. He backed up Ian Watson and went right underneath the posts. And Sharlston could have done without that. And number 17 Lee Kelly receiving attention. So here's Simon's Fabric trying to add the extras, and he does so. So the score moves on to Oldham 14, Sharlston 4. Sharlston with it all to do now. And Lee Kelly being helped off the field, doesn't look well at all, does he? Could be concussion, which is always taking a bad knock, whatever it is. And getting a rapturous round of applause from the Sharlston and Oldham fans. So Martin Wood kicking off again within the space of 2 minutes of the second half starting. Still plenty of time on the clock and every chance still for Sharlston. Good tackling there by Sharlston. I think that was Carl Sayer, number 8. Oldham's tails will have been lifted with that try, I suppose, but there's the kick through. But Lee Lingard takes that ball competently. Gareth Davis at acting half-back, he'll bring it away himself. But, surrounded by Oldham defenders, certainly got the tails up of Oldham at the moment. Here's Stan Smith. Stan Smith makes it up to the 10-metre line. Lee Bettinson and Oldham caught offside, I think, or no, I think it's going to be a penalty to Oldham, not playing the ball properly. Well, that's a blow. It looks as though Oldham are going to go for the 2. Well, the referee saying that Stan Smith didn't play that ball properly. So Simon's Fabric looking to convert that penalty into 2 points. And he does so. So that moves the score on to 16 points to 4 now in favour of Oldham. So a 12-point deficit now that Sharlston have got to make up. Still plenty of time. Haven't had hold of the ball this half really. Good tackling by Sharlston. Hesitation by the Oldham player, and the Sharlston lads moved up really quickly on him. Here's Paul Southern, almost through, but again good tackling by number 15, Dale Cox. Stan Smith, good running by Stan Smith. Here's number 4, Keith Brook. Carl Sayer. Well, there's one thing about this Sharlston side, they certainly won't give up, that's for sure. Here's Martin Wood. Chance Leak trying to force his way through, but that's good tackling by Oldham. There's number 12, James Ward. Ball going across field to Gordy Long. Gordy Long puts the kick in. It's a good deep kick to Gavin Dodd. Gavin Dodd's well met by 3 Sharlston defenders, and that's good tackling by Sharlston. Driving Gavin Dodd back. And once again, good powerful tackling. Well, there's plenty of spirit this Sharlston team. Nobody can ever say any different to that. They've loads and loads of spirit. That's Fabric gets ball to back to our partner. Ian Watson. Ball being spread wide, but it's the last tackle. Watson with the chip overhead. Once again, Stan Smith anticipates it well. So Gareth Davis brings it away from acting half-back. Lee Bettinson to Carl Sayer. Carl Sayer looks to pass to number 15 there, Cox, but decides against it. And that's got to be a penalty. That's got to be a penalty, dragging the player while on the floor. And that's rather a foolish penalty by Oldham. Surely they know that that is certainly not allowed in rugby league. It's a chance for Martin Wood to gain a few yards upfield and give Sharlston the first real tilt at the Oldham line. Carl Sayer. It's about 10 yards, Carl Sayer. Danny Grimshaw moves the ball to Martin Wood. Martin Wood to Chance Leak, to Keith Brook. Stan Smith. Sharlston getting ever nearer that Oldham try line. Oh, Martin Wood, and pass just falling short of Martin. So the knock on given at the head and feed to the Oldham Roughheads. That's a good strong run there by Nick Johnson for Oldham. Into the Sharlston territory now, Oldham. Bring it to the short side, it's Ian Watson. Ian Watson looks to offload, but he's well tackled by Martin Wood before he can get the ball away. It's Paul Southern. And the ball going up, it's Fabric, puts it up in the air, goes over to the far side. And that's well taken and pulled, that ball pulled out, I think, by Oldham. I think Oldham pulled that ball out. Yeah. Pulled that ball out of Lee Lingard's grasp. The ball travelling forward, so it's deemed to be a knock on. See Steve Malloy back on the field for Oldham. The ball out with Martin Wood now. Martin Wood takes it himself, gets the ball out here to Chance League. Chance here now for Sharlston. Andy Martin gets beyond the 20 metre mark. number 15, Jamie Cox, Martin Wood. Martin will bring it to the short side. Chance Leake, ooh, that's a good tackle on Chance Leake. Good strong tackle there. Ooh, a little bit of a mix up there. Carl Sayett. Martin will putting that ball across field and high up in the air. Could be a tricky one. And Oldham fumble it and Gareth Davis has it. So it's back to one. Tackles back to one. Chance for Sharlston now. Gordy Long trying to get his way through that defence. That looked like a flop to me. Referee said no. Number 15, Jamie Cox. Martin Wood turns the ball inside to Chance Leake, but Chance Leake fumbles that ball. It's losing the way a little bit, Sharlston, at this moment in time. No need to panic, there's plenty of time. There's Steve Malloy back on the field after taking a rest during the latter part of that first half. Spavic gets the ball out wide to Lee Doran. But once again the Sharlston defenders, look at them swarming around the tackle. Here's Watson. Watson looks to kick, throws a wild ball out, and and that ball coming across to the chance here now. Chance here now for Oldham. Oh, and it looks like number 12. Yeah, number 12 there. Ian Marsh scoring the second try of the game. That ball coming out wide and catching Sharlston threadbare just out wide here. Ian Marsh just throwing the dummy and going over virtually unopposed. And that all coming from a lost ball by Sharlston just a minute ago. So all the Sharlston lads with a mountain to climb now, trailing 20 points to 4. So here's Simon Spavic trying to add the extras to Ian Marsh's try. That ball just going past the near side post. So the score remains at Oldham 20, Sharlston 4. So Sharlston to restart the game. Once again it's Martin Wood to kick off. Dale Potter on for Gordon Long for Sharlston. Steve Malloy gets the ball away. Good play by Malloy. Watson inside to big prop forward Morgan. Oh, and a chance here again for Oldham. That's a good ball inside, but the ball dropped. And that's a let off for Sharlston. It looked as though there could have been another try there. Good break by Neil Roden it was that set up that movement, but didn't come off. Can't say now, and Sharlston, they won't give in, they won't stop trying, giving 100% these lads. Here's Martin Wood. Danny Grimshaw looking to put the kick downfield. That's a decent kick, not going to quite go to touch. Tackling by Chance Leake on the Oldham wingman. John Goddard. Just gets over halfway. Number 12, the try scorer, Ian Marsh. Oldham now looking to spread this ball across the field. Watson once again putting the ball high up in the air. Oh, and that ball being knocked on by, looks like, Will Cowell, who knocked that ball on. He's on the 6th tackle, so Sharlston in possession. It's Stan Smith. Ball turned back inside there to Chance League. Martin Wood taking them on. And no way through. Lee Bettinson to Danny Grimshaw. Danny Grimshaw dummies and goals himself. Almost finds a way through. Martin Wood puts the ball across field. Oh, that's a bad mistake by Oldham. That is a bad mistake by Oldham, right in front of their own post. And the wingman there, Matt Cowell, committed the cardinal sin. You don't do that type of thing right in front of your own post. It's a chance here for Sharlston. Can they get over this try line? Really not happy with that. And that were a lot better, wasn't it? Here's Stan Smith. Sharlston now just 10 metres away. Stan Smith once again takes it beyond the 10-metre line. Lee Bettinson gives it to Carl Sayer. Carl Sayer takes Sharlston just a little bit nearer. Lee Bettinson out too. That's an attempted kick through by Martin Wood, but quite an unkind ricochet there. Presented Oldham with the ball. Number 10, Dane Morgan. Oh, good tackling there once again by Sharlston. Well, this Oldham side, they know they've been in a match tonight, that's for sure. There's not been too much between these sides. They've had the edge in pace of Oldham, which you'd expect from a professional side. Well, the Oldham side, they're offside. The referee pointed to those Oldham players, told them they were offside, but yet let them tackle the Sharlston player Lee Lingard. Well, I don't quite understand that one. If they're within the 10-yard, it should have been a penalty. Stan Smith. Had a solid game, Stan Smith for Sharlston tonight, haven't put a foot wrong. Number 12, James Ward, making further ground for Sharlston. Ball going across the line. Oh, and Danny Grimshaw perhaps just taking his eye off the ball. Just knocks that ball forward, and so it'll be a scrum down. That's all the scrum goes down. Oldham feed the ball. Here's Fabic, looking to get the ball out wide once again. Gavin Dodd, but he's well tackled by Keith Brook. Fabic turns the ball back inside, and that's a good play by Fabic and then Malloy. Clever play there. Fabic again gets the ball now going over to the far side. Here's Doran, Lee Doran. But once again, good cover from Sharlston. It's Oldham now just 10 yards away, 10 metres away. A little chip through behind the defence. Oh, and the Oh, and that ball just cleared away by Lingard at the last minute. Sharlston not able to pick up that little kick through. So they're forced to drop out from underneath their own posts. More pressure for Sharlston now. But to the short side, it's number 11 Lee Doran, strong running forward Lee Doran. Played a bit in the centre as well. It's a loose pass but picked up by Dane Morgan eventually. He flicks the ball back to nobody. Sharlston a good chase after that ball by Chance Leak. Oldham losing ground. Ooh, and another loose ball there, and that luckily picked up by number 2 Matt Cowell. Here's his centre James Bunyan. And it's on the last tackle. Can Sharlston keep him out? Here's Fabic just chipping that ball through again, and ooh, and that ball. Does the referee say it's gone dead? No, it's been cleared by a Sharlston player, so yet another drop out from underneath the posts. This is tough for Sharlston. Back to back sets of 6, this will be the third. Martin Wood drops out. It's number 11 Lee Doran. Oldham now exerting the pressure inside to Steve Malloy. Steve Malloy well tackled. (13) Marsh to number 12, the other Marsh, Ian Marsh. Oh, and can Sharlston keep him out? Almost over the line there, number 14, Gareth Barber. Ball being spread right across the other side. It's Fabic gets a long ball out to his wingman, and that's going to be a try. In fact, it's number 11 Lee Doran who. Oh, but the referee. I thought the cheer was for Oldham scoring, but it was from the Sharlston fans, in fact, for a forward pass. So that long ball out there to Lee Doran, obviously travelling forward from Ian Watson. So let off for Sharlston. Ball with Stan Smith. Sharlston struggling to get out of their own mid-in at the moment. I'll say it. Takes the ball about 3 metres beyond the 20-metre mark. Danny Grimshaw inside to Kelsey. That's Kelsey this time. Kelsey loses the ball. The referee says play on. Lee Doran almost stopped, waiting for the scrum there, waiting for the referee's whistle. Here's Gareth Barber. Lively customer this Gareth Barber since he came on. Ball going to the far side to Steve Malloy. 10 metres away now, Oldham. Svabic, dummies, elects to go, gets a good ball inside to Barber. That's Gareth Barber. Oldham trying to find a way over that try line, but Sharlston dogged defence. That's Dane Morgan within inches of that line, but he's lost the ball in that tackle, and that's good work from Sharlston. Good tackling from the Sharlston lads. So it'll be a scrum 10 metres out. Stan Smith takes the ball from the base of the scrum. It's Lee Lingard now acting half back. He makes a good little run there to beyond the 20-metre mark. Lee Bettinson acting half back, brings the ball inside. Number 10, Andy Booth. Trout seeing something they're not too keen on there, the Sharlston fans. Oh, and here's a chance there to Gas. A good run there. Oh, and a good ball inside. We're on the last tackle. What can Sharlston do? That's good, lovely football by Sharlston. Danny Grimshaw puts the kick out to the far side. No problem for the wingman there of Oldham. Nick Johnson. And the referee saying that Sharlston stole that ball. Lee Dodden stops, turns the ball back inside to Steve Malloy now. It's with Steve Malloy. Dane Morgan. Oldham trying to set something up here. Ball to James Bunyan. Lee Marsh. And that's a sloppy ball from Oldham. And Sharlston still tackling really, really well. Here's Brennan. Gets the ball there to John Goddard. John Goddard again, well tackled. Barber, that's a good ball there to number 3. Ooh, and if he could have got that ball out, there was a try begging. James Bunyan. But here's a chance now, and it looks as though it could. Has he got that ball down? The referee says that ball is held up, and so it'll be a play of the ball 10 yards infield. New rule in this year, used to be a 10-metre scrum, but now, unless it's on the 6th tackle, the ball's brought back 10 metres for a play of the ball. So here's Brennan, Svabik, ball being whipped across the field, Barber, and that's a good tackle by Lee Lingard. He read that situation well, but the ball's been got away. Can Sharlston keep him out? Desperate defence, and that's excellent tackling from the Rovers. Magnificent defence from Sharlston. And my word, haven't they done their very best tonight? They've let nobody down, these Sharlston lads. They've competed from start to finish, and they can be extremely proud of their performance tonight and all through this cup campaign. It's been fantastic entertainment, and I'm sure every person in the village of Sharlston is proud of these lads. Ball there now with, I think it's number 15. Martin Wood. Martin Wood looks for his half-back partner. Danny Grimshaw finds him, but there's no way through. Lee Bettinson. Martin Wood. Martin Wood dummies and goes almost through the gap. We're on the last tackle. Lee Bettinson tries a little chip over the top, but that's read well by the Oldham wingman. Number 2 there, Matt Calver. Number 13, Marsh gets a good ball away there. That's what a great ball. But once again, good tackling. Lee Lingard. Brilliant tackling by Lee. That's number 16 for Oldham. McLaughlin. Paul Southern. Wallace Fabic is looking to take the little chip over the top, but that's plucked out of there really, really well. It's a good little run by Andy Martin. Stan Smith. Well, can Sharlston get over? They deserve a try out of this game. They've played really, really well. Martin Wood. Danny Grimshaw puts the kick through. Gavin Dodd picks the ball up, but he's can't make any progress. He's just 5 yards away from his own try line. Sharlston now, good tackling by Sharlston there. And once again, Sharlston defenders, I thought they'd been tired in a little bit by now, but they're not done. They look as fit as the professional counterparts in this game. Forcing Oldham to kick downfield once again. That ball retrieved there by Andy Martin and a good run. Stan Smith, he's been all over the field. Stan Smith, what a player he is. Referee. Saying Sharlston player didn't stand up to play the ball. Crowd being given out as 1,301. And Sharlston must have brought a fair proportion of them. And Lee Bettinson being awarded the man of the match in this cup tie, and he's had a great game as Lee Bettinson. Oh, that's a good tackle by Danny Grimshaw. Looked all over the try scorer there, Lee Marsh. That ball going out, and that may be a try this time, is it? I think it is. Didn't quite see who that try scorer was. Could have been Nick Johnson, I think, that got that one. Yeah, Nick Johnson it was, the try scorer for Oldham. The game now beyond these Sharlston lads, it's 24 points to 4. So Simon's Fabric right on the touchline side. Can he convert that try from Nick Johnson? No, it falls just beneath the post. So the score remains at 24 points to Oldham and 4 to Sharlston. Martin Wood restarts the game. Oh, that ball lost. Yeah, the referee seen that. Ball lost in the tackle. That's good work from Sharlston. Well, a couple of minutes left. Can these Sharlston lads get over that try line? They certainly deserve a score in this match. They've played extremely well, competed well for all of the 80 minutes. Martin Wood to Gareth Davis. Gareth Davis looks for a way through, can't find it. That ball being lost. The referee, what's he going to do? Penalised Oldham. That ball being stolen after the tackle completed, so the referee's quite right. The Oldham fans don't like it, thought it was a one-on-one, but that tackle was completed when the ball was taken away from Gareth Davis. So a chance for Martin Wood to put this ball into the corner. So here comes Sharlston, here's Chance League. Sharlston looking to get a try out of this game. Carl Sayer, good drive forward by Carl Sayer. Martin Wood, but uses the foil this time, and here's Stan Smith, and that's a good little move, but Oldham ready for it. Lee Bettinson, man of the match. Martin Wood out to Keith Brook. I'll say it. We're on the last tackle. Sharlston 10 metres away. Here's Martin Wood. Puts a little chip through. That's a good little kick, but Oldham's Gavin Dodd ready for that. Stood behind the try line. He knew what were coming. Did well there, Gavin Dodd. And as the seconds tick away now, we know it's Oldham who's going through to the 5th round to play Warrington here at Boundary Park. And there goes the hooter, and Sharlston's magnificent cup run eventually comes to an end. But the Sharlston lads can be just a bit justifiably proud of themselves for the way they've played in this match tonight, and also of course in the games leading up to the conclusion of their cup run tonight. Magnificent wins along the way against top conference side Oldham St Anne's, and then against the professionals of Dewsbury Rams. It's been a fairy tale, and I know that I've enjoyed every minute of it, and I'm sure everyone concerned with the Sharlston club have enjoyed every minute of it also. The village of Sharlston can be justifiably proud of these lads. They've put Sharlston on the map. It's been a tremendous effort from all of them. It hasn't been a professional side beaten by Sharlston since the 1945-46 season, but these lads have done it, and they've actually gone a stage further. They've gone through to the following round. The 1946 team were beaten, of course, by Workington Town on aggregate, and didn't make progress through to the following round, but these lads did. And as I said earlier, they can be extremely proud of themselves. You've enjoyed the journey, lads, I'm sure. There's lots more to play for this season for Sharlston Rovers, lots more trophies to be played for, and I'm sure lots more trophies will be won by this very, very talented Sharlston side. And they now go over to receive the accolades from their faithful travelling army of fans. They've made the trip over here to Oldham in numbers, those Sharlston people. And just look at the response these lads have got. It's absolutely tremendous. It's been a great adventure, and all those people over there, they've enjoyed every minute of it. Fantastic stuff. A spare of thought for Dale Ferris, the lad who had a broken bone in his neck in the last game. He's not been able to take part in this match, but I know he's here tonight. He'll be proud of the lads, and I know he'll be wishing he could have played, but these lads have done him proud, and he's played his part in a piece of Sharlston history.
Great to Oldham, their professional side, and they tried to play the game as quick as they could to make it uncomfortable for us, and they did that. But I'm proud of the way our lads stuck to the task and didn't cave in like a lot of NFP clubs would have done.
For 40 minutes you were bang there then, weren't you?
We were, and then they just got that try before half time when we were down to 12 men. And then they started second half really well. It was always, I mean, we're on their own pitch, so you know it's never going to be an easy day for us.
How crucial was that, Sim?
Well, very crucial, as I say. Oldham were playing a fast game. When it's hard enough to cope with when you're 13 minutes, so for 12 it's going to be a bit harder. We just got Oldham out before half time.
But then a try 2 minutes into the second half. Was that a pivotal moment for you?
It was a crucial moment because we needed to. If they were going to score, it had to be a penalty rather than a try because it gave them an 8-point cushion, and it's hard to claw that back. I mean, they were defending pretty well as well. But you know, as I say, they're just too fast for us at night. I'm proud of the way we played.
Defensively though, to concede only 4 tries against a very highly rated National 1 team, you must be proud of them.
Well, I am, as I've said, we're quite a fit side, it's difficult for these players. We've had one taste of playing against pros in Dewsbury, and we handled that, and we beat them on what were a neutral ground. I think we had played Oldham, maybe at Sharlston, might have been a little bit closer and scored a few more points. But you know, it's not going to be. We're never going to get them to come here on their own pitch, which is really wide, and you want a fast track out there, really suitable to them.
I think what people might not realise is you had to play that game effectively with 16 men, didn't you? Because your fullback had gone in the first minute.
He did, and it took away a few of his options, but we're not going to blame it on that. Whichever 13 we have up field at the time, we'll always put the body on line for each other. That we did tonight. I mean, young Lee Bettison, I think, has got man at match award. Chance League, Gareth Davis and Lee Lingard were absolutely outstanding for us, I thought. How
was it for you? Because obviously you've been suffering a bit lately. How did you find it?
I was tired a little bit, but as the game went on, I never felt effects of me injury or anything, so I really wasn't an excuse.
Big crowd from the village came out with them, roared you on.
They did. I've been disappointed with crowd today's game. I think they've been double that if it'd been over our way. Obviously, no pro club's going to give up home advantage, and you know, we may not get too much money out of this game, but we'll take a lot out of this little cup run that we've had.
What exactly would you take apart from the money? Because all the younger players get from this.
Well, they've shown that they can compete, like you've already said, 4 tries here. You know, they scored 30 points at the other week this lot, and then they scored 24 on the own ground against us.
So you've got to pick the side up now. It's a tough one to last. You've got a cup tie on Saturday. There's a few battered and bruised bodies there.
Yeah, but we've only lost 2 games now out of 24 games this year, and it won't take much picking up. On Saturday they'll bounce back, and you know, it's not beyond us to go on another 10-15 match win without losing again this year now.
Martin, well done. You covered yourselves in glory. Well played.
Cheers, thank you.
The man of the match, who was presented by the press, is to Sharlston's number 9, Lee Bettinson.
I thought we started off pretty well. We got stuck into them. We tried to rough them up a bit, but obviously they just took it in the stride, and they finished the first half pretty well and scored a good try. But in the second half, we just ran out of steam, and they just got a few more tries in us. Caught us on back foot and just kept the pressure up.
I've done a bit in my career, playing since I was 15, and I think this ranks among the best. I mean, no disrespect to our lads, because we did put up a good fight today, and I think that each and every one of them from 1 to 17 deserves a pat on the back today, because we played well. This is over now, and we've got to get down to basics again and carry on as we've got. I think it's five cups we're still in now. We've got the league, which we're top at the moment, and we've got the 2 Wakefield Cups, the top 4 playoffs, and the Senior Cup. So we've got a few to go for yet, and hopefully if everything goes well, that'll be 5.
But it's been a great game, and I think we're all rugby league supporters, and I think we've all put the rugby league back on the map. We've actually been in the Times last week. We've been in the Guardian. People have been coming and interviewing us. So when people like that are interested, they wanted to know what's happening in rugby league. So if we keep the flag flying, both professionally and amateurs, I think we'll do all right.
Well done!
What's happening now for me is a dream come true, because I never dreamt that this club would go so far as what they have done in the last 5 years. And because I remember when years ago the field was a disgrace. We used to mark the field out with sawdust. When it was windy, the field's marked with about a yard wide and it like a snake all over the place. But we got there eventually. But I just can't believe what's happening to us now. You know, that we've come so far in a very short time, and now we're a big fish in a very small pond. And everybody now is thinking, just hang on a minute, let Sharlston do this, Sharlston do that. And I just can't believe what's happening to us at this present time. To tell it, I cannot.
Well, I've always been proud of Sharlston. And this is just, it's come on and come on and come on and come on. It's come from strength all the way. The league games, the cup games, everything. The people who's involved is just fantastic. the people in the pub, the people who support us, and the people, they're just magnificent. And the team spirit is fantastic. I mean, we've been 80, 90, 100 nil even. People come to the side of the ground and got changed just to make a team up. But now, we've just come now. We've got Martin Wood. We've got the coaching staff. It's just fantastic. And it's bringing us on and bringing us on. And the committee doing everything, working, work. And the ground showing outside, the extensions and everything. And everybody's been great. And it's took us now to, well, we didn't think we'd get there, but we've got there. And the lads tonight's been magnificent at Oldham. And fantastic, just fantastic.